Hey everybody, how are you? How are you? I'm gonna let people know. So I decided to go live. I'm sorry, I was sending a message. So if you come and watch, you're gonna be like, what is she doing? I just sent a message. So I just wanted to come on because I really haven't been. And it's because I've been tired. I've been for real, like worn out. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because it's the end of the school year and I'm tired of these kids, or if I'm just for real. But it's like literally, I've been falling out for the last week. I'm asleep right about now, like 8 something. And yeah, I'm knocked out. Now the problem is I'm waking up though, and around 11 something. Hey, Christy, and then I'm waking up, and then I can't go to sleep. So there's where my problem comes in. So it's all bad. So I'm trying. I gotta get my. My last day is June 13th. Why? Hey Kim. Hey Kim. How was the play? Um. Why? Because we had a snow day, and we're gonna have a report card pickup because these parents are going to come in today. Oh, I got a story at my school today for y'all. I got a I got a story for y'all. So there's this little child at my school who she fights. She just want to fight everybody. She always was trying to fight somebody. Hey Kelly, she always trying to fight. Is husband with you? Tell him hey. Um. So thank you. So she's like, So she was. So the new thing is, if they're ramping up. Hey Courtney, tell them I say hey. When they're ramping up, is that the norm? Yes. In Chicago public schools, yes. We are gonna start going in because Chicago CPS traditionally starts the Tuesday after Labor Day, but now we're gonna start going in earlier. So anyway, so the new thing at my school is if they're having verbal altercations, trying to act like they want to fight, they send them home before they get to fighting, right? So, oh hey, so they call this girl's mama to come and get her. Mama's sitting at the front, and now just so y'all get the logistics, my room is right by the front door. Literally, I see everybody coming in the damn door. I don't like this, but anyway, that's another story. So anyway, the little girl, so they get the girl. Mama's there, she's of course. I love these parents who act like their children are angels when they really fucking ain't. I'm tired of these. I'm tired of her being bullied. This girl fights out. She starts almost every fight she's in. She starts it. This is the ongoing thing with this girl, right? Okay, but her mama this is too much. You might want to talk to your daughter. So let me just say what happens now. Let me give you the build up. Wait, hey Alicia. So now, apparently, so the girl is coming to come leave with her mother. Apparently she was on her phone, like was texting or something on her phone, right? So her and her mother are walking out the door. Now this girl, she ain't that big. She a little thing. She ain't that big, right? Her mama got some weight on her. I'm saying it as nicely as possible. Her mama big girl, okay? This woman. So the daughter, as they're going out, because we got double doors. As her mother steps out the last door, when you outside, she pushes her mama outside, pulls the door, and then doubles back into the school and sprints down the hallway because she going to try to fight somebody. So now I'm gonna let y'all marinate on that one. So then the mother She gets back in the school and she's just sitting there just as calm can be. Calm. Your daughter did just pushed you. Right? Exactly. Christy, that's what I always tell them. But see, that's what I tell them. I said, y'all really don't want to fight. I said, because we didn't fight at school. I was like, I ain't never got suspended because we did not fight. DJ and them didn't fight at school. They used to go behind this church. I found out later on, and that's where they used to have all their fights. Right? So y'all want to get caught up because you don't want the fight to last. See, this is why I keep telling them, says y'all really don't want to fight because you want the opportunity for somebody to break it up. That's why y'all fight in school. Because the fight is not going to last that long because of course culture's going to come, they're going to break it up, everybody's going to stop them from fighting when because I know when I was fighting, I wasn't fighting at school. I was damn straight home. To halftime, we went home, changed clothes, and came back outside. Do y'all remember that? You would go home, change your clothes, and go fight. And that's what. And let me just tell you something. These urban kids, I love them. I love these kids in my school because they really be thinking they doing some shit. Shit, I wouldn't. I ain't gonna lie. They be thinking they doing some shit, right? And it's like, the only thing y'all do different is y'all broadcast this shit and advertise everything you damn do on social media. Because we was doing all kind of wild shit. Just people didn't find out. Because when it got found out, you got in trouble. So we was trying to avoid trouble at all costs. So the bullshit we was on, we was keeping it real quiet. I was talking to B, I said, these kids, they really think they're doing something. I'm like, they have no idea. You know, like I was thinking about, I said, when I was a freshman, no, I wasn't even a freshman in high school. When I was like in 8th grade, there used to be Monday night parties at this disco for teenagers. They had Monday night parties at the disco. It was called Nimbus. I used to go. I ain't know nobody there, but I was going to the Nimbus to hang out. We had all those things that they think they're doing now. They have nothing by comparison because we had that shit every Monday night. You go any Monday, especially in the summertime and on holidays, on spring, Christmas breaks. Whole club was for the teenagers. And we ain't even gonna talk about my days when I was really partying. And that's what I said, like B said, she said, I went to school with the white kids. They don't know nothing about drugs. She said, I went to school in high school, they was going to rehab. Exactly. And me, I was going out to the clubs here in Chicago back then. They don't even know what a club is. They have no idea that I was going to clubs and open up at midnight and then close at noon. I used to go to 12 to 12 parties when I was their age. And every drug imaginable is up in there. I'm like, y'all really be thinking, it's like they're so clueless, but think they know everything. I be like, y'all just so sad. I don't think my chat is right. I'm like, the first time I went to one of them, now mind you, throughout high school, and I mean, I'm sure in us older people, weren't there places you could go party? Because when I was in high school, there was parties every weekend. There was all kind of teen clubs, teen that parties for us that didn't have alcohol or anything. We was just going to party. So it's like they be like, "Oh, we doing it. We did this shit every weekend." I was out every weekend, Friday and Saturday. Right? Chicago, we had it a long time. The only reason why I went down was because the white kids on the north side was peeing in people's lawns and yards, and they got tired of it. But I mean, until by the time that shit was going on for years, where you parties there was parties that we went to, right? Right, exactly. The hotel part, right? Hotel party. There was some parties, right? Oh, how are you feeling, Court? I hope you feel better. But yeah, it was parties all the time. There was not a weekend that I didn't go to a party. That unless I was just tired or sick. That's the only thing that kept me from going to a party. I had to be on. I had to just passed out and fell asleep and couldn't get up, or I was sick and my mama wouldn't let me out. But otherwise, I was out every damn weekend. And that's what's so funny. They really think they're doing something. If they knew half the shit that we were doing back then. I remember my first one of the clubs I went to, which is the underground, which was underground. It was on Lower Wacker. I walk in, they had the drug, they had the resident Fat Freddy, the drug dealer, who came up to you, what you want, and he had a whole little menu of shit. They talking about weed and talking about edibles like they doing some shit. I'm like, Negroes. I knew people doing MDA, ecstasy, acid, what you want, powder, whatever. You ain't doing nothing. But they think they're so ahead of us and so doing some shit. No, you're really not, because you can't do the things we did because y'all so fucking wild. Y'all got to fight at parties, so you can't have the parties that we did. Because I remember it was a place called Mendel here. It was a Catholic school. It was a boys' Catholic school. You used to have parties every Saturday. It was at least 500 to 1,000 kids up in there dancing for hours, sweating like fiends, and would go home and wouldn't be no damn fights. But they can't do that because they everything has to turn into a fight, into or they call it a trend. They want to jump on people's cars and shit. No, see, that's why y'all can't do shit but here and there, and don't nobody want to let you do anything. Please. But they really think they're doing something when they really aren't. Because in freshman year in high school, I went to more parties than these kids ever went to. Because we had parties all the time. There were party places every weekend. And if we wasn't there, we was going to the roller skating rink and we was roller skating, and then we was dancing over there. You know what I'm saying? We were doing things like that they can't do because they can't manage themselves well enough to have those type of parties all the time. It's amazing what they think. I'm like, please, y'all ain't. They think they do. By the time I was in high school, when I was a senior in high school, these kids really think they doing something. They ain't doing shit by comparison to what I used to do. And I didn't drink, I didn't get high, and I wasn't having sex with everybody. And yet I was in these streets all the time, having the best times ever. And I mean, I done been to too many damn clubs back when I was young. No, and we wasn't fighting each other. We was trying to kick it. And that's what's so sad about them. But have they really self-realized anything? Or have we just no, just like I'm dealing with a situation with a mother. I got a whole situation about prom right now going on. And I'm like, fuck that boy in his prom. This mama, but see, and I'm going to say this. So, when it comes down to senior year at high schools, the seniors have to sign a contract, right? Stating the things that will lose you your senior privileges. This has been going on for years. You know what I'm saying? You do some bullshit, you can't go to nothing, right? This been going on forever. This ain't nothing new, right? So, of course, one of the things is usually your grades. So I have a student who ain't done shit. And I do mean ain't done shit this whole semester. Nothing. And I mean, refused to do work in our class. And I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm not going to chase no grown ass kid around, right? Well, prom is next Friday. he got a ticket. And they checked it and said, oh, you can't go. You're failing. You can't go to prom, right? So then they gave him, so then the white savior in the building, and I'm saying this very sarcastically, and if you wait on my thing, you know how I am, but this is how she rolls. Because let's just be honest, and I'm just going to tell you the truth. You know who I'm talking about, the white saviors who think they're going to save us poor black people, the brown people, right? Right? You know, you always got that one who think they're going to save us. And will listen, and of course gets used by everybody. So she gets in it talking about, can we please, 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 do something so that he can make up some work. Now, he ain't done no work all year. We're doing calculus. He ain't done no work, to the point that right now we're not even doing calculus anymore. We're doing stuff like credit, talking about credit. He refused to do that work. He refused to do any of our fucking work, right? Ever refuses. But now you want us to fix it. So my response, right? But his mom has put out so much money and everything. And then I thought about it today. So let me just put this out here too, right? His mom has put out so much money. And she's going to lose her money. So can we figure this out? To the point that he didn't find all this out to the end of the day, right? But, right? Exactly. So in our class that day, he blew the shit off. I mean, he literally just will walk out. I'm not doing it, right? See, here where I'm going with this, right? So we've been going back and forth on these emails about it, so then we said, okay, fine, since we'll try. But what I said was, I can't possibly tell you how many assignments we're going to need him to make up by this day. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't make up his quizzes, which would give him the most bang for the buck, because he didn't learn anything because he refused to do work. Now, let me tell you how easy this class is on some levels, on grading. We do now, the bell ringer. Every day, 4 days out the week, we do a bell ringer. I write it up, and then they try it, and then I show them the answers, the correct answers, with all my notes, and they write them down. And after they write them down, I give them credit. He did not do that one time. He did not write this down one time. Classwork. It's a participation grade. So as long as you're doing it, she ain't checking you to see if it's right. As long as she see you did them, you get all the credit, right? Right? Right. Exactly. Okay, so that right there, the 2 E. Listen, I got a student who ain't passed one of our exams yet he has a B-, because he does his work. He does his daily work. That's all it takes, is do the fucking daily work, right? And it's not like you got to do it by yourself. You could work, we help you with the work in class. You can ask your friend, it's not like we're sitting up there, you got to be sitting by yourself quietly trying to work. No, you can work with people, whatever. Don't do none of that shit. Hell, half the time we walk out of class. All right. Now, like I was saying, how the fuck did she spend all this money? So y'all didn't check this whole time. Why? Because clearly you must have been buying all this shit in advance, because he didn't get to buy the ticket until 2 weeks ago. No, the beginning of this month. Last week, they were buying the tickets. So he knew what his grades looked like. Did nobody look at his grades? So you was out there and he was talking about, I'm getting this, I'm getting this, I'm getting this other for prom. So now this is happening. Okay, so now all this is happening. So Wednesday come to class. Now he quiet. He gonna work. Now today, this Thursday, shit's supposed to be done by Friday, right? Shit's supposed to be done by Friday. They had senior ditch day. He comes to me because this is a co-taught class. He goes, can I get some work? Because I'm not going to stay here today. I said, well, go ask the other teacher because I don't have the work in my room. Our classroom work is in there. Did he go get some work? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So now this afternoon, we start getting messages about this shit from his savior. Oh, well, he's really trying to finish, blah, blah, blah. So I gets to type it because, I said, because, right? So now I'm like, hold up, because, it's my co-teacher. She's like, I said, don't worry, I got this. So I'm typing. I'm in my classroom typing. I said, he came into this school and left without his work. Because now she's telling me, can we make sure we get him some work? No, I'm not getting him nothing. Because this little Negro walked in here and walked the fuck out without getting any work. So it wasn't that fucking important. No, because he expects everybody to fix this shit for him. I swear to God, I'm keeping him at right? So then, hold up. And then I went to my boss because we all work together. I said, can you get this chick? I said, because why are we doing this? We are putting this boy, why should he get any special fucking privileges? Because he chose not to do anything. It ain't like he been sick. It's nothing. He chose not to do any work. It wasn't nothing, just this class. He chose not to do this fucking work. Not I. So why is he getting a fucking special privilege to fucking go? He knew the fucking rule. So my boss was like, nah, this is wrong. I was like, could you stop her? But now she didn't put this shit in motion and she got us. And in the emails, it's clearly our fault. We're keeping him from his prom. Because everybody else, he's getting those grades up. But it's you all. Basically, it's us. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. So then, because it's like, it's all, then this woman tried to come at us hard, right? Right? Exactly. Hold up. Then she tried to come for us. This what she tried to do, y'all. This one I was like, hold up, bitch. Hold up. Let me handle this one. Then she comes back and then tries to lie on my co-teacher, talking about, well, she said he only needed to do 4 assignments and then he would pass the class. Now, in the original, she ain't never said hardly anything. I've been the one communicating. What I said was, we can't honestly tell you how many assignments he needs to do to make this grade up. And here's the interesting thing. The only reason he can make this fucking grade up is because CPS, State of Illinois, will not let us put zeros in the fucking, in the grade book. We can't put zeros. We can only put a 50% because we're supposed to give them because we don't want to make them feel like they can't. Wait, we can't do this shit. We can't put in, if they don't do any work, we can't put a 0 in. Hey, Drea, we have to do a 50%. Because if you don't, then this is disheartening to the student. Because then it shows me that they have no way to fix it. I personally say, fuck them, giving them the 0 because they need to understand you ain't doing shit. This is not just my school. This is CPS. I think this is the state of Illinois now, where we cannot put a 0 in the grade fucking book. I'm not kidding when I say this shit. So he got a 53% right now when this whole started. So basically, to me, he did 3% worth of work. Because he got a 53. Because if real talk, he shouldn't even, there'd be no way he could do it. Because in none of his classes. Because in my class, that 50% is strictly all he got, because, and it ain't because, he didn't do a damn thing, and we had to give him 50%. I see the 53% is still enough, but now we're supposed to give him work so he can get it to a passing grade of D. So that's what we started at. So now he's at 57. But when she said that, so basically you gonna lie on us in this email, and then wrote it all big. She said all he has to do is 4. I said, and I came right back at her in bold. I said, no one told you that he could do 4 assignments and that he would pass the class. We absolutely did not have to tell you that. Well, because as long as he can, because he has to have a D. I thought it was a 2.0. I need clarification, because I need to see what this shit reads like. Because if I swear, I hope it say 2.0, because if it do, he ain't going. I told my boss, I said, I promise you, if he only at a 59%, I ain't giving him that 1%. He will not go. Yeah, he a senior. He will not go. If Exactly. See, that's my whole point. Because other kids have gotten into trouble and stuff, and they didn't even try to go to prom. They knew I can't go to prom because they knew they had broke the rules. So what? And I'm about to, and I'm like, so he ain't got to follow no rules. And I'm sorry, his mama. Then that's the consequence. And then she gonna come back. I'm sorry. Right. I'm sorry. I keep him accountable, but I spend so much money. Well, then you need to make him get a job and pay you fucking back, because he's 18 years old. That's my point, Dre. It's not fair to the kids who actually did what they're supposed to do to go to prom. That's my issue. And see, that's it. And I'm gonna let her. And if it come down, so I'm gonna be like, well, I suggest you. Hey, Antonio. Because we all know that seniors have to sign a pact. You saw his grades. Did you not see his midterm grades? Why didn't you get on him then and say, if you go into prom, you got to get this together before I spend a dime? See, that's how it should have gone. If you let him get that far, it should have been right then when you saw the quarter grade, third quarter grades, and said, well, you think you can't even go with these grades before she spent a dime. But see, real talk, in the Black community, let's just be honest, these motherfuckers be acting like, prom is like the next wedding. Because they spending thousands of dollars on that. Because he talking about how he getting this, he getting that, he getting the other. And clearly she's upset because she spent her money, she can't get it back. Sucks to be you. He better wear that shit for graduation or out to dinner. Because the level of bullshit you see for prom send-offs and these prom outfits is insane to me. It just really is. I'm like, what? What? The only way I could see that shit making sense to me is, them adult proms. It really is. You think that this is... Yeah, them kindergarten graduations that got out of control too. It's like, can we build up to the spot where we really... Oh, is that because they ain't gonna graduate from college? Let's just throw that shit out there. Are we doing all this because this is the last time we can do it, because we know they ain't gonna do nothing? Because as far as I'm concerned, if you putting that much effort in some bullshit like that, that's because you figure ain't shit else gonna happen like this in their life. That's all I'm saying. And you can tell the difference between parents like that, because you'll see college graduations, they just there. You see them in their little cap and gown, everything, that's it. Right? The shit is bizarre. You be like, what the fuck y'all doing? And that's what it is. She didn't just she didn't spend all this money on him and out. You know, I'm sure she got him a suit made and everything. Well, you know what? He ain't going to prom. But right. Here's the thing. You take pictures, go and take some fucking pictures. He ain't got to go to prom. If you just spend all this money on the outfit, put him in it, right? Right? Right, Antonio, right? How about this? But it ain't even about him needing a tutor because he didn't need one. He just refused to do work. I kid you not, this boy would sit up there, put his head down, I ain't doing it, and walk out. I ain't chasing no kid. I ain't chasing your ass. Oh no, you gotta take the SATs in order to graduate. That's a state requirement. Most states, that's a state requirement. So yeah, he took his SAT, and they found a school that would accept him. They probably ain't if they see his grades now. What the hell did I spray on me? Oh, yeah, they made it a state requirement. That's why it's National Testing Day, because most state schools have to do it. Just fucking annoying though. I'm like, man, let me tell y'all, I was as the old folks say, I was hot as fish grease up in there. I was leaving my class because luckily there was a parent in my class. I kept going back to my boss. You better talk to her. I was like, and because she told her, she's like, no, you were wrong. Because my boss was like, no, he can't go, he failing. I'm like, could you tell this chick to stop doing this? Man, ooh, my hair was hot, especially when she came back with that fucking lie on my co-teacher. Miss Cho said all he had to do. She said all he had to do was 4 assignments and he would pass. No, we did not. I was like, oh hell no. So now, and that's what she was saying. So now we're making it all our fault. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Everybody gonna be mad. He can be mad. He can not come back to school. He can do whatever fuck he wants to. But I swear to you, and I'm getting it from the assistant principal who handles it. What's the cutoff? Because I ain't going. I'm not listening to this mess. What did you say was the cutoff? Because that's it. Because if it ain't in, it ain't in. And now she's talking about he's gonna do it off the. How he gonna do it, y'all? So basically, they're gonna try to cheat him through some stuff. I don't know what they think they're gonna do. And what I said was, he's supposed to be in class doing this work, so we could see him doing it. Hey, Jen. But no. So then I said, well, I'm here till 5:30 because I had to be at work. So then she's like, oh, we'll come and get it. We're going to take it off the Google Classroom. Okay, do whatever you're going to do. Do whatever you think you're going to do. He literally was not. And then going to say, oh, I can't. Negro, stop lying. I mean, literally right now, all we've been doing is things where you read it. You might watch a video, answer some questions. Because we've been talking about financial literacy and credit. So he chose, and I said, this is his choice. I kept saying, this is his choice. These are the choices you made. And I can't wait till I see him tomorrow. Because he's going to hate me from this point. See, that's the difference. If a kid is trying, I'm not going to fail you. I promise you that. If that would be the difference. If it was like he was trying, but he just wasn't getting it. But I'm telling you, there was no way for him to fail, even if he had tried a little bit. I'm telling you, he never had to pass an exam in our class. As long as he did his work in class, he would have been passing. Now, if you're trying, and you like really trying, coming, I'm not gonna fail you. I'm gonna give you some extra points. I'm gonna find some points for you, because I'm never gonna fail you, because if you are struggling and you just cannot get it, man, usually a kid who cannot get it at least gonna get a D. So then, and they're gonna have a high D. So then you can just push them up to a C at least. You know what I'm saying? That's where you at. But if you ain't done shit, and then at the last minute because you want something, oh, he gonna hear my words. He gonna have to look me in the eye, and I'm gonna tell him I don't give a damn. Now run tell that. Because I'm over it. You grown, you a grown man. You run around here strutting and shit, but you gonna call your mama when you need something done. And you gonna run up under your mama. Huh. See, that's why I've been trying not to talk. Because that's why these little sensitive motherfuckers will go tell on me. Because if I tell them what I really think, then they're gonna be running and telling on me. Because be like, and sucks to be you, baby. Sucks to be you. So now we will see what happens tomorrow, because the social worker swears he has some extra time if he needs it. I ain't giving him motherfucking extra time. I'm not, and I'm gonna tell my co-teacher we're not grading shit else. Whatever he turns in. Now I bet you he gonna have a lot turned in, because he gonna sit at home now. Oh, and then the stuff he was doing in the classroom, he was cheating on. So I know what he gonna do. He's gonna sit at home and he's gonna try to do all of this stuff. All of this stuff. So he better do it overnight and turn it in when he gets to school. Because that's all he can do. That's what he best. That's all that can happen. He better. That's what he got going on. That's it. That's all. Better have his ass there. Now, speaking of smelling like a rich white woman, do we all have terracotta le parfum? Let's get it, y'all, because this is, I see why they say it. This does smell like a rich white woman. This smells like I should have a trust fund. This smells like I should be at the Hamptons. Right? This smells like I should be, if I'm wearing this, I should be feeling like I don't even work. I have, and I am independently wealthy. The money just flows in, and I just shop and travel. That's what I should be. That's my life in terracotta le parfum. And that's when I close my eyes and that shit comes in my head, because in real life I got a job and I ain't traveling like that. And I ain't going to, and I'm not going to, yeah. Right, Mrs. Kate Chancellor. Kate Chancellor from Young and the Restless. This is also, no, you know who else will be wearing this? The Carringtons. What's her name? Crystal. Crystal Carrington would wear this. Exactly. See, Jen? Yachting around Greece. Perfect. Going to Mykonos. You know what I'm saying? Santorini to take the pictures. You know, the Santorini picture that everybody takes. Honey, because this is Carrington's. This is not the Ewings. This is Carrington's. There's a difference. Because you know the Ewings, they had money, but they was, the Ewings had money, but they had that oil money. They had that, we come from the oil fields. Hey, Coco, terracotta is Carrington money. Giant titan of industry kind of money. And I'm his kept woman, his wife. I could be his kept woman too, though. No, wife wears the terracotta. Dominique Devereaux. Honey, she was Dominique Devereaux. Diane Carroll. You sent it back, girl? Mm-mm. But we all have different tastes because you like savoir faire, and I'm about to get that to DJ. You like Soul Cafe. Yeah, I'm sending that. I'm giving that to DJ. DJ about to have his Soul Cafe. Right. Right. Dominique Devereaux. Oh, 6 years ago. Okay, see, now you need it. You need it because now you know we have elevated to this, Coco. We have elevated to terracotta. Mm. Okay, this is good. Yes, honey. Let me write this down because I got to do my samples. I wanted to come on today because whoo, I ain't coming on anytime soon. Because honey, I got to write these next week, and that's why I'm in like out of it. I'm in they had it on fragrance buy, and this was under $100. I got this on fragrance buy for like $80. It's so funny the stuff we didn't like 6 years ago. You know, we like, oh no, I don't like that. Mm-mm. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Did you get your pure jasmine? Did it come yet? See, Kim. No, this is a sample. I'm trying to sample stuff, y'all. Listen, for the love of God, I'm trying to get through these samples. You chose Melody of the Sun instead of Terracotta? It hasn't even shipped? Dang. Okay, so I wore Melody of the Sun today. And on my skin, was it Jen who told me the damn lavender came out? But what I did was I put pear. I put the gingham fresh on it because it has some pear in it. I own a couple of Guess perfumes. Melody of the Sun is Mancera. And so that helped it because the lavender for a minute was lavendering. And I was like, right, that's what I said. I calmed it with the pear. It could probably calm it with a little vanilla, but I went with the pear today. Oh, I might do vanilla orange blossom. Oh, that might be good, y'all. But I like it afterwards because it's got this kind of sweet, fruity vibe. So I like it after that. But you know, hey. So that was that. Yes, I'm in a pear mood, honey. Me and pear is having a thing this season. Me and pear are having a thing. Hey, Helen, why are you awake? Because I'm about to go to bed. Why are you awake? What are you doing up? Well, yeah, so, right, okay. I have two, there's a couple more that I want, but I have two guesses, like, because I have the Guess 1981 Indigo. I like that one. Okay, so you are liking Oh Hello? Okay, okay. I gotta text you, Helen. I gotta tell you, send me something. Oh my god. Oh, oh. Y'all cannot wait till school is over. I can't wait till my school is over. When I finish, yes, yeah, usually it's in the top notes. You're right. When I finish, we are going to have a I'm gonna have to get on here and drink. Cause I'm almost done, y'all. I got one big paper to do. I gotta finish this stupid online class. But other than that, and then the school year be over. And I'll be so happy. I will be so happy. Woo, I can't wait. Yes, it is. And I'm just excited. I am excited. I'm going to like, oh, I set up my, and y'all know I didn't film it. I did my lasagna gardening thing. I got that working in the front yard. I'm gonna add another layer to it. I think of compost or something. I think I'm gonna add a little more compost. And then I'm going to be potting up my other stuff, my vegetables in the bag. Yep. I guess I'll take a picture of it, a little video, and be like, listen, it's done. Don't be asking me how I did it. And then I'm trying to work on, yeah, so the little patch is coming together. A little patch is coming together. And then, no, when I moved, I had to get rid of, I didn't even keep all my succulents. I did not. I did not. I did not. I did not. And I really don't have any space here. Drink on the live. You know, I really haven't been drinking. I honestly haven't. I haven't really been drinking at all, hardly. I think I've had like maybe two. I had a couple of lemon drop martinis earlier this year, but otherwise, I haven't really been drinking. Okay, okay. I see you. I see you. I ain't working out now. Now I'm gonna start working out when school's over. But right now, I'm barely making it, y'all. I can barely make it. And that's just being honest. I'm like, whew, is the day over? Right. She gonna be out here glistening. She out here just glistening and taking names. Okay, y'all. I'm about to go to bed. I'm about to pass out. But I want to talk to y'all because I will probably not be on again this weekend. No, I won't. I gotta spend all my waking moments writing. So, oh God. So good night, y'all. Y'all have a I was watching something you did. Yes, we do. We do. That we do. Yes, because I'm gonna have time. Let's work it out. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Ooh, I'm sleepy.